There we go. I'm live. Ooh, Jackie Harry. There we go. There we go. So now let's get started. What's good, YouTube? Ray Minions back in the building, and I'm going to review a movie that holds a special place in my heart. It's a movie that broke through the traditions of standard animated movies from the 70s, 80s to the late 2000s. The movie that I'm reviewing is The Secret of NIMH, written and directed by previous Disney writer Don Bluth. NIMH is a universally acclaimed film that is relatively known for its intricate story, well-developed characters, dark atmosphere, intense fight scenes, and lighthearted humor. Don Bluth is a talented director because, unlike most directors such as Michael Bay and M. Night Shyamalan, his movies are all about showing and not telling. Despite some of his later films in which they've been bogged down by cliches and mixed to negative reviews, he still remains to be one of my favorite directors of all time because his storytelling is fantastic. Based on the classic children's novel Mrs. Frisby and the Wrath of Nim, the story centers on Mrs. Frisby, a field mouse who embarks on a journey to find intelligent rats who can help her protect her family, as well as her, as well as saving her son Timmy, who catches pneumonia. This journey could also be connected to the origins of NIM, or for or by its full title, National Institute of Mental Health. One of the things I enjoy about the movie is how it manages to tell an intricate, mature story while also intertwining it that with a childlike sense of wonder. Unlike most kids' films, the Secret of NIMH understands what it wants to be: a dark, brutal, fantastical odyssey that blends suspense and drama with wholesome family entertainment. According to the review on RogerEbert.com, film critic Roger Ebert explains that the Secret of NIMH is an artistic success. It looks good, moves well, and delights our eyes. Don Bluth's excellent cinematography really shows that he deeply cares about pitching this movie to theaters. The film has this paint style aesthetic that blends well with the cartoon drawings of the characters in order to give it a sense of realism, similar to another um, Disney director, Wolfgang Reitman. Because when you look at his films like the Jungle Book or the Aristocats, they both have that painting style aesthetic to the animation to make it stand out from other Disney projects. Don Bluth is a master at directing because it symbolizes his compassion, honesty, creativity, and authenticity. Another aspect I love about the film is how it treats its characters. No exaggeration, every character in the film is strong, well developed, three-dimensional, complex, and overall great animals. My favorite character is Miss Brisby because despite being timid, she embodies the three main characteristics of a good female character: strong, intelligent, and nurturing. While she's not exactly a fighter, she's a caring mother who loves her children even when they misbehave. For example, Martin acting arrogant and bratty while back talking to Auntie Shrew. I, I also really loved how she takes care of Timmy. I won't spoil the whole movie, but there's a scene that is so heartwarming that it leaves you with tears. Why can't all parents in cartoons be nurturing and supportive like Mrs. Brisby? Justin is another I really admire. While he's not the deepest character, he does make up for it for being fun and adventurous. Also, I really like his relationship with Mrs. Brisby because it's really sweet. Overall, I really enjoy all the characters in this film because Bluth took the time to flesh them out in an hour and 22-minute runtime. However, as as much as I love the film, it does have some drawbacks. One of those drawbacks is the character of Jeremy. Jeremy, while not a bad character, he does get on Mrs. Brisby's nerves when she is trying to look for the rats to help her on her quest. While he can be annoying at times, he does mean well. Dom DeLuise is a fantastic actor, and it's such a shame that he's not with us anymore. DeLuise's portrayal of Jeremy is excellent because he knows how to evoke his kind yet cowardly personality in his performance. If Jeremy was used less in the more intense scenes, he would have been less aggravating. Also, another thing is that I wanted more from the film, even though the ending, even though the ending was brilliant, it, it still left some, not all answers. It still left some, not all answers dangling. But at the end of the day, these are just minor setbacks, nothing really major. Overall, The Secret of NIMH is one of my all-time favorite movies because it's re, rewatchable. No matter how you no matter how young or old a person may be, she can still experience the magic that this movie spreads. Unlike most children's unlike most children's films, Nim doesn't ponder to the lowest common denominator. The story can be dark and tragic at times, but it also has its moments of lighthearted comedy. It treats it, it treats its audience with respect because it doesn't talk down to them. The Secret of Nim is is an overlooked masterpiece filled with wonder, humor, excitement, suspense, and entertainment. And, and my final and my final verdict for the Secret of Nim is a, a, is a 9.5 out of 10. And that's my final verdict of the Secret of Nim is is a 9.5 out of 10 classic film that should be watched by everybody. I do think is I do think it's very underrated because no one really talks about it as much, but it does deserve to get talked about because this movie it's very good. Highly highly recommend it for those who love films or in general with great characters, a, a great story, a dark atmosphere, but lacing it with um, heartwarming messages and lighthearted humor. And that um, and that's it for the review for the Secret of Nim. 9.5 out of 10. A classic film that should be watched by everyone, whether you're a kid, a teen, or adult. This movie deserves to get watched because it's that good. So that being said, I'm gonna end this off right here. So this has been a great review of the Secret of Nim. Um, Definitely a must watch if you're into like dark fantasy. Um, if you love suspense, horror, thriller with elements of comedy and action, this is the right film for you. So I'm Raymania Butler. I'm Raymania, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace. And before I go, on Tuesday we're reviewing Ready for the World's first album and Miles J's Miles album. So that's the review that I'm doing with Blanca and Mike on my channel. So yeah, that's the review. So be on lookout for that. And with that being said, Raymania is out. And I'll see you next live stream. Peace. The Secret of NIMH. Very good movie.